Yes, I was born in Chestertown, raised in Butlertown. Um, I went to school with Garnett till the integrated schools. Went to Chestertown High, graduated from there in 1970. Um, I didn't go in the military until I was 26, and in 1979 is when I went in. And like I was saying earlier, I didn't plan on doing a career, but I did 20 years, and got blessed to retire as a Navy chief. It was an awesome experience, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. The CBs were such a tight knit group, and it was just the camaraderie was there, and that's what I miss today. When it was time to retire, I sat in the office after I got approved. I'm like, fear came over me because we used to call civilian world civland. I ain't never a clue what was going on in the civilian world because I focused on my career in the military. But I got blessed to, nobody knew my job. I retired from Naval Medical Research Institute in Bethesda, Maryland. They did malaria studies. So I go to Peru twice a year, check out their labs. And like I was explaining, talked to people before, they had labs in Jakarta, Indonesia, Cairo, Egypt, um, Wright-Patterson in Ohio, and one in Texas. Well, they tried to get me to go to Jakarta. I said, I'm watching the news back then. They said, they're in a civil war. I'm not going over there. So we need you to go to Cairo. They had just captured a bus of American tourists. The tourists did. So I didn't go. So everything they needed, there was no windows or anything like that. Everything was DOS and faxing. So, but I still got them everything they needed to do their mission. So now like I said, I'm back home. I was gone for 30 years. I came back home in 2009. I worked with rebuilding for Kent County for a few years as a board member and a volunteer. Till my body couldn't do it no more. And then now I work at Kent Center, working for the mentally disabled. I've been there.
Are you still over there?
Yeah, this year I'll be there 9 years, part time. I enjoy it. I like those folks. Most of them don't have family. They feel like family to me. Yeah, they get on your nerves sometimes, but they're characters too. So you just got to know and when they're trying to get over, because they slick. But I love it. And for this weekend, this Legacy Day, it's been beautiful. It feels good to get honored. Being a veteran, I've learned so much about the history of Kent County that I knew nothing about. I used to come on the street when I was a kid, when weeds was all over this, playing. I thought it was an old store or something. Didn't have a clue. And the military came home. They said, yeah, "You got to go down to the guard." I said, "What's that?" And they had just opened. I think it was 2015. I came over and I came in here and I started reading some of this. It blew my mind. I never knew this kind of history was there for black people. All we ever knew was Henry Holland Garnett, George Washington Carver, heard a little bit about Harriet Tubman, and that was it. But this has been an eye-opening experience. Last night was wonderful, just being part of that and seeing the people there that cared, that everything. And today at the Garfield, I forgot the gentleman's name. I've never heard that kind of history in my life. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like I said, here at Sumner Hall, been trying to get the young African Americans to come down here to learn this history and everything. And some of them feel, wow, we need to learn that. You got to know your history to know where you came from, where you're going, and pray that it doesn't repeat. And look at what's going on. They're trying to turn history around. So I don't know. It's scary at times, but it hurts too. They don't come down here and want to learn the history. There's a lot of things in this little teeny county that we don't know about. I'm working on my family tree now, and I've seen some names down here. I found a few, so I'm back in the 1800s. I'm trying to get there and looking at the names that were on the list they have over there. There's a few of them that were in the Civil War, but I haven't found them yet. So I'm back to like World War II. Yeah. So, and their names are there. So that inspired me to start doing my family tree when I came here. That did it. When I was like, these 28 guys. But the one who really inspired me was Wilmer Pearson, I think his name was. He wasn't one of these guys. He was a businessman here in Chestertown, and black men couldn't vote because they didn't own land. So he sold them 1-inch squares. That was their property. They could vote. That was ingenious. I was like, every time I come down here, I read it. When I was growing up out in Bartletown, it was like the old African village. There was maybe, back then, maybe 100 people in the town. But everybody took care of everybody. They never taught us about hating. You better not say you hate somebody, you know. And that's where we grew up. I really didn't learn about what you call discrimination, that kind of stuff, till the integrated schools, till I went to Chestertown High. For me, it's been fantastic. Just knowing how much history came from this little county in King County and around all the neighborhoods where the veterans came from, you know, and those who gave their lives and those of us who are still here, you know, I honor them and salute them. But just, it's just a good feeling to know it's, I guess I'm saying it's like the old saying, I am somebody, you know, and to see these names up around here and listen to everybody and talking with the guys from the 54th was awesome. Just Lewis, he remembers me. I remember him in 2015 when I met him, and just talking with him and everything. It just, I'm gonna stay in touch with him to learn more, you know. And then I need to start reading a little more of the history and stuff, because I used to hate reading about history in school, but this history here, it's ours, and I want to pass it on to my grandchildren, and so they'll know. I got grandkids in Idaho, Texas, Aberdeen, and they're awesome kids, but they need to know our history, you know. And that's what's helping me. It spurred me even more to dig deeper to find out all the way back to if it's past the Revolutionary War or whatever. It's just amazing. It's amazing, you know. But yeah, but this weekend is beautiful. I just wish more of African Americans that came, especially the young ones, to know about our history, to know, hey, you honor somebody, you can be whatever you want to be. And I listened to all the veterans last night, what they've accomplished, what they did. The key was getting away from here, because there's nothing here economically for young people, white or black, honestly, you know. So, but I guess it kind of, I never had no anger or anything, but just the anxiety I used to have, it's gone. 'Cause like I said, you've done fantastic.